is the TCM dashboard. So Titan Capital Markets just dropped a huge offer. They have a different types of account models, a different account sizes. You can choose whatever you want. For example, we chose two steps, 100K account, get funded. Guys, if you have been waiting to start your funded trading journey, this is one of the best time because it's a huge offer, and this is a best Propfirm, TCM. So they have two types of platform. We chose to step account, 100K account size, MetaTrader 5. This is not optional. This must fill this all of email address, first name, for last name, country, address. So this coupon code is 50% off for every challenge, not 50% off only. It's a free account after passing. For example, I buy this 100K account by this code, and after I'm passing, they give me the same 100K to step account for instant accounts they give you after payouts. So guys, don't miss it. The code is Kaizen. Use Kaizen for 15% off for all challenge free accounts after passing on the free account instant account after payout. So apply it. Coupon code applied successfully. Guys, oh sorry. You see guys, we got 50% off, and after I passed these challenges, I got the same accounts free. Uh, so guys, TCM is a best pro firm. Don't miss out. Don't miss this offer.
Before we open a chart, before we look for an entry, before we think about profits, funded accounts, or financial freedom, there's something much more important we need to understand. It took me a long time to realize that trading isn't just about the market. It's about the person sitting in front of the screen. I used to believe that if I could find the perfect strategy, everything else would fall into place. I spent countless hours searching for indicators that promised accuracy, watching videos that claimed 90% win rates, downloading templates, changing time frames, and convincing myself that somewhere out there was a secret that successful traders knew and I didn't. But every time I failed, I blamed the strategy. I blamed the market. I blamed the news. I blamed volatility. I blamed everything except myself. Looking back now, I understand something I couldn't see before. The market wasn't my enemy. My habits were. The market wasn't testing my strategy. It was testing my character. Every trade asked the same questions. Can you be patient? Can you follow your own rules? Can you accept being wrong without trying to get your money back immediately? Can you walk away when there's nothing to trade? Those questions have nothing to do with indicators. They have everything to do with discipline. That's why Project Titan doesn't begin with charts. It begins with character. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper on unstable ground. It might look impressive for a while. People might admire it from a distance. But eventually, the weight becomes too much, and the entire structure begins to collapse. Trading is no different. A profitable strategy built on impatience eventually falls apart. A funded account built on gambling doesn't last. A winning streak built on luck always comes to an end. What survives is discipline. I've realized that becoming a better trader isn't about becoming someone new overnight. It's about becoming slightly better every single day. One better decision, one less emotional reaction, one more journal entry, one trade avoided because it didn't fit the plan. Those moments seem small, so small that nobody notices them. But life has a strange way of multiplying small decisions. A single drop of water seems harmless, yet over time, it can carve through solid rock. One page doesn't write a book, but enough pages become a story. One workout doesn't transform a body, but years of showing up create strength. And one disciplined day doesn't create a professional trader, but enough disciplined days create someone who deserves consistency. That's what Project Titan is really about. Not chasing success, becoming capable of handling it. Because success without discipline is temporary. If someone handed me $1 million account today, would I know how to protect it? Would I respect risk? Would I remain calm after 3 losses in a row? Would I stop trading when my plan told me to stop? If the answer is no, then I haven't earned it yet. And that's okay, because earning something slowly is far more valuable than receiving it instantly. Every day, the market offers opportunities, but it also offers temptations. The temptation to enter early, the temptation to increase your lot size after a loss, the temptation to ignore your stop loss because it might come back, the temptation to take one more trade after reaching your goal. Most traders believe they're fighting the market. They're not. They're fighting themselves. That's why 2 people can use the exact same strategy and get completely different results. One follows the rules. The other follows emotions. The charts are identical. The outcomes are not. Somewhere along this journey, I stopped asking, how can I make more money? And I started asking, how can I become someone who deserves consistent results? That single question changed everything, because money is an outcome. Discipline is a choice. Confidence is an outcome. Preparation is a choice. Freedom is an outcome. Consistency is a choice. Every outcome we admire begins with decisions nobody applauds. That's why this series won't only show victories. If I make mistakes, you'll see them. If I break a rule, I'll admit it. If I lose a trade, I'll study it instead of hiding it. Because pretending to be perfect teaches nothing. Growth begins where honesty begins. I don't want Project Titan to become another channel where success looks effortless. I want it to become a place where discipline looks normal, where patience is celebrated, where skipping a bad trade is considered a victory, where learning matters more than proving we're right. The world moves fast. Everyone wants results immediately. But nature has never worked that way. Trees don't rush to grow. Mountains weren't built in a day. Rivers don't force their way forward. Yet all of them become powerful because they remain consistent. Maybe we should learn from that. Maybe becoming great isn't about moving faster than everyone else. Maybe it's about refusing to stop when progress feels invisible. That's the promise I'm making today. Not that every trade will be profitable. Not that every lesson will be easy. And certainly not that success will arrive overnight. My promise is much simpler. Tomorrow, I'll return. The day after that, I'll return again. I'll continue studying. I'll continue learning. I'll continue becoming someone my future self can be proud of. If you're watching this, I hope you'll make the same promise to yourself. Forget about becoming rich this month. Forget about finding the perfect strategy. Forget about comparing your journey to someone else's. Instead, ask yourself one question. Who am I becoming because of the decisions I make today? If the answer is someone more patient, more disciplined, more honest, more prepared, then you're already moving in the right direction. This is only the first chapter. There are 59 more days ahead. There will be victories. There will be setbacks. There will be moments where giving up seems easier than continuing. But legends aren't remembered because their journey was easy. They're remembered because they kept going when quitting made sense. Today, I take the first real step, not toward becoming a profitable trader, but toward becoming the kind of person who can remain disciplined regardless of the outcome. That's the foundation. That's the mission. That's Project Titan. So if you're ready, turn the page. Tomorrow, we begin. But before we do, I want you to remember something. There will come a day when you don't feel motivated. You'll wake up tired. You'll look at the charts, and a voice in your mind will whisper that missing one day won't matter. It will tell you that your journal can wait until tomorrow, that your trading plan doesn't have to be followed perfectly this time, that one emotional trade isn't a big deal. That voice isn't your enemy because it exists. It's your enemy because it sounds reasonable. Every person who has ever failed at a meaningful goal has heard that same voice. It never tells you to quit forever. It only asks you to quit for today. Then tomorrow becomes another excuse, and another after that, until one day you realize you've walked away from the person you wanted to become. That's why Project Titan isn't really about trading. Trading is simply the arena. The real challenge is learning to keep a promise to yourself, a promise that nobody else can enforce. Nobody will force me to wake up and study. Nobody will force me to review my losing trades. Nobody will stop me from breaking my own rules. And that's exactly why discipline is so powerful. It's a decision made when nobody is watching. We live in a world where everyone wants to be seen. We post our achievements. We celebrate our victories. We count views, followers, and profits. But the moments that shape us are usually invisible. No camera records the hour you spent studying instead of scrolling. No audience applauds the trade you refused to take because it didn't fit your plan. No one congratulates you for closing your laptop after reaching your daily limit instead of chasing more. Those moments don't become headlines. They become habits, and habits become character. Character becomes destiny. I don't know where this journey will take me. Maybe 60 days from now, I'll have reached my goal. Maybe I'll still have a long way to go. But I've stopped measuring success by how much money I make in a week. I want to measure it by something far more meaningful. Did I become more patient? Did I become more disciplined? Did I respect my own rules even when it was difficult? Did I become someone my future self can rely on? Because if I can answer yes to those questions, then no day is wasted. I've learned that life doesn't change in dramatic moments very often. It changes quietly. One morning you wake up and realize you're no longer the person you used to be. The habits that once felt difficult have become natural. The decisions that once required willpower have become automatic. You don't notice yourself growing while it's happening, just like you don't notice a tree growing every day. But give it enough seasons, and everything changes. That's the kind of growth I'm chasing. Not explosive, enduring. There will be losses during this journey. There will be frustration. There will be moments where I question myself. And when those moments arrive, I hope I remember why I started. Not for money, not for recognition, but because I refused to stay the person I was yesterday. That's what Kaizen means. Continuous improvement. Becoming 1% better, one decision at a time. That philosophy is bigger than trading. It belongs in every part of life. The way we think, the way we work, the way we speak, the way we treat people, the promises we keep. If I can improve those things, then becoming a better trader is simply a byproduct. So today, I make a commitment. Not to perfection. Perfection is impossible. I commit to progress. I commit to honesty. I commit to patience. I commit to learning from every mistake instead of hiding from it. And I commit to showing up tomorrow, even if today's results weren't what I hoped for. If you've watched this far, then maybe you're searching for something too. Maybe you're trying to build discipline. Maybe you're trying to rebuild your confidence. Maybe you're standing at the beginning of your own journey, wondering if you have what it takes. I can't answer that question for you, but I do know this. Every person who achieved something extraordinary was once exactly where we are now, at the beginning. Uncertain, inexperienced, unknown. The difference wasn't that they had fewer doubts. The difference was that they kept walking despite those doubts. So this is my invitation. Walk with me, learn with me, grow with me, hold me accountable, and I'll do the same for you. For the next 60 days, we'll build something that can't be bought, copied, or borrowed. We'll build discipline. One day, one lesson, one decision, at a time. This isn't the end of episode 1. It's the beginning of a promise. And tomorrow, that promise becomes action. Welcome to Project Titan. This is only chapter 1.